Hi everyone, I am going to be walking us through a demo of Litera Litigate today. What you see on the screen here is the landing page for Litigate. Starting at the top here, this is the key events panel. In my selected time frame, so the last month, last week, I can use that for my drop down and then see what has been added or happened in the case. So if I see that there's new depositions, I can use these hyperlinks and get started in that section, or correspondence or memos, whatever I need. Below that is case list. This is user specific, so I only have access to my one case. Here we have deadlines and tasks, putting all of the key dates for my case in one location. We have the ability to export this to Excel, so if you'd like a list of deadlines, tasks can easily do so from here. Can also send a user an email when a task has been assigned to them as well. So just putting those at the team's fingertips in one location. From here, I'm going to go into a specific case. And this is case overview page. I can see client matter, who has access, contact information. Again, putting that contact information at the team's fingertips, so no one's trying to locate that. Here I have some rules that are hyperlinked here. Some of these are automatically created when the jurisdiction selected in Litigate. So local rules, judges rules, when the case is created, that jurisdiction selected, those populate here automatically. Can also add additional hyperlinks. So if the team is relying on websites or other outside rules, can add additional hyperlinks here so that everything is in one place and easily accessible. So that's case overview page. We do have sections for court file, correspondence, and work product. So straight from the beginning of a case, Litigate can be utilized. In the interest of time for today's demo, I'm going to focus on those other sections. I'm going to start with the key documents section. So teams will continue to produce documents in their preferred e-discovery platform. And as the team determines what their key evidence is, so that might be everything that is marked key or hot or witness tags, those key evidence documents will be imported into Litigate, and that's what you'll see here. This is broad metadata view of those documents. You can also see that the team has added events to this section. So recognizing that sometimes we need to keep track of dates that don't necessarily have a document associated with them, and those can be added into Litigate here. This is broad view, like I said, and the power of Litigate is really seeing the actual document view. So I'm going to go into one specific document. This is one document and all of the information about that document in one view. So I'm going to start with the top. We version the documents. So if the document has been produced multiple times, you can see those different Bates numbers here. Then anywhere that this document has been used as an exhibit, so if that's attached to a deposition, or I'm sorry, attached to a court document or used at a deposition, that information appears here. Any issue tags, witness tags will come over from the review platform. You can also add those tags straight from the review platform or straight from Litigate as well. Any work product binders that this document lives in appears here, and then I'll talk about binders after this. There you can see the actual document at last. If there is specific text that is important, teams can highlight that key text. So that might be a sentence, paragraph, that gets highlighted. That key text then is brought out over to the right, and so that's isolated. I can see who highlighted each key text section, when they did so, if they applied any issue tags, witness tags to that key text, if they made any notations about why that note or why that information is particularly important, can see that here. Can also filter down. So if I'm only working on one specific topic, I can filter down and just see those issue tags. Moving over, I can see any notes that came in from the review platform, can add additional notes about the document as a whole from here. Any key text about this document, as well as any references. So any other key documents on the platform that are helpful to see in relation to this document, those can be added here. So if something is a draft and I want to see the other 4 drafts, I can add those documents here to establish those connections and see that view. So end goal with this view is that you see the document one time and all of the work product and all of the connections in one place, instead of paging through documents wondering if something's the same version or a different draft. So that's key documents. Now that we've isolated those, I'm going to talk about binders as we put those together and work through cases. What you see here on the screen is essentially all of the binders for my case. So all those binders that are in shared drives, case rooms, war rooms. This is everything in one location for the team. Looking at type column, we recognize that there's certain types of binders that are regularly needed by the team, and we've made those automatic. So deposition exhibits, really any type of exhibit will appear here automatically when those are loaded. That's also going to be the way for your issue tags, witness tags. Those will continue to be, those will be here. There also will continue to update as the team continues to work. So as they continue to add documents or tag documents, these binders will continue to update. Those are automatic binders. We also have some ways to make creating binders easier on the team. So starting here with the existing binders, if someone wants a binder to combine a few, it's just a matter of selecting those from the drop down. So for instance, if someone wants all the deposition exhibits, it's just a matter of selecting those. You can also create binders from the issue tags, witness tags. You can also exclude tags. If I know I've already reviewed something and it's not particularly important, I can exclude those. I can also create a binder from a custom list. So if I'm working with a deposition outline or I'm working with discovery responses, I can upload a list of my Bates numbers, doc IDs, and Litigate will populate my binder from those numbers. So really helpful. That is creating binders. Once my binder's created, we've realized that we still need hard copy binders sometimes, and we have some tools to make that easier to print and prepare. So I'm going to pull up this PDF here. So first of all, I have a customizable slip sheet. So if someone wants to send us to office services, it makes that easier. Of course, you have the actual document. And then lastly here, I have a companion page. This is what I really want to show you. So this is that work product that we saw in the key documents section, those key text, those notes that were off to the side, that testimony, exhibit references, as well as those issue tags. So if I don't have access to my computer, I'm going to a deposition, I can still take advantage of all that work that's within Litigate with this companion page. This is optional and all of this information is also customizable. That's binders. Moving along in the demo, I'm going to talk about transcripts next. This is our transcript view. You can see here at the top, this is all of the documents that have been marked at this deposition. I can use these arrows to navigate to where that document has been used in the transcript. They'll bring me to that section. You can see, just like that key document section, I can highlight key text, apply my issue tags, witness tags, designations to that key text, and you can see that bracketed off to the left. If there's video that will in sync files, that will be there too, and be synced. As I cursor, I'm going to go into these key text sections. So here you can see those key text sections will come over to the right. I can see who highlighted it when they did so, if they made any notations. Just like that key text section, I can filter down by my specific issue tags or commonly the designations, and I can run a report, get my full Q&A or just page and line number for those specific text sections. Here, going back into these key text sections here, this little icon here enables me to download an MP4 video clip of my excerpts. So really helpful to have the flexibility to do so straight from Litigate if I need to do so for impeachment or for a hearing. That is the transcript section. Next, I'm going to go into witnesses. Here you see essentially a cast of characters for my case. Every witness will have their own page, and these can be started straight from the beginning of the case so that they continue to evolve as the case does. We like to think of these as like a Wikipedia page for the case. There's some organization already to make it easier on the team. You can see employment education history at the top that can be added, witness summary, which is normally like the interview memo that's on DM. Testimony and interviews will automatically link here. I can link key witness materials, court documents, as well as other work product to this section. Popping back up at the top, you can see I can add a photo if I'd like, contact information. Again, just putting those at the team's fingertips so that no one needs to try and search to find those. If I've highlighted any key text from that testimony section and linked it to this witness, that appears here. And then I here have any key documents. So thinking of these as just like the post-it notes on a witness file. These appear at the top here just so that they are most important and visible. Can export this to PDF Word. So if I'm going somewhere, I can export this easily. That is witnesses. Last thing that I would talk about today is searching. So because all of my key information is within one platform, I can easily conduct a search across my entire case. So that's those sections that we talked about as well as didn't talk about. So I can search across those court document, correspondence, work product sections as well. So this search bar that you can see here, this has followed me on the other pages. So if I'm in transcripts, need to conduct a search or key documents, I can easily conduct a search from those sections as well. What you see here are my search results, which is helpful, but oftentimes what is more used is being able to filter down further. So you can see over to the right here in this blue area, I have some filters. So I can filter down just by those key text sections. If I know I highlighted it, but not sure where and what document it was, I can filter down by that. Document notes, those notes off to the side. My metadata, date, to, from, as well as document type. If I just want to see where this was in a specific court filing document or witness page, I can filter down by that as well, apply that. I can also search across cases. With my search results, I can export these, I can create a binder. I can also send someone a link to this page. So this is true of every page I've shown you that has a unique URL. So I can send someone that has access to this case, the URL to this page, and it'll bring them exact to this section. So really helpful for collaborating together.